Dear friends, scholars and students, I, Professor Satish Prakash Shukla, again welcome you all to this YouTube channel. In last video, we have learned to do statistical calculations for descriptive statistics by using Excel functions. Today, we will use some statistical formula in Excel. We know so many measures are there in statistics for which different formulae have been developed. Different formulae give different results for the same measure. Excel does not have special functions for all these formulae. So if we want to use some particular formula, statistical formula, to find the value of some particular measure by using Excel for which no Excel function is there, then we have to convert the statistical formula into Excel formula. How it can be done? Let us see. For that, first of all, we will open an Excel sheet. Here an Excel sheet is opened. In this sheet, the data are entered in column B from cell B2 to B13. It means the range of the data given here is B2 to B13. We will remember this range. First of all, we find the measure of central tendencies, and for these all measures the special functions are there that we have discussed in previous video. We use all those functions here. For mean, the function is equal average. Data range, it is B2 to B13 here, and enter key. Then for median, the special function is there, that is equal median data range B2 to B13, and enter key. For mode, the function is equal mode data range and enter key. Now, as we have discussed earlier in the previous video, that if mode is ill-defined or no number is repeating in the data, then this Excel function does not give the value of mode. Another thing, if two or more modes are there in the same data, then out of all those modes, the mode that appears first in the data is taken as mode by this function. In such a case, we have to use statistical formula for mode, that is z equals to 3m minus 2x bar. Now we will find the value of mode by using this function, this formula, and for that it will be converted in Excel formula, and for that we start with equal sign and we write 3, then we put an asterisk sign because for multiplication in Excel this sign is used, and 3 is to be multiplied by m, and m is found, m means median is found in B15, so we write here B15 because as we know that any result obtained by applying any Excel function or formula is to be used again in another formula or function. Then in place of using the result, we will use the cell address in which that result has been obtained. Here median is obtained in B15, so we'll write here B15, then minus sign, then 2 into mean, so we write here 2 into, for that we'll put an asterisk sign, and then mean is found in B14, so we write here B14, then press enter key, and we'll get the value of mode by statistical formula that has been converted into Excel formula. Now next one is SD, standard deviation. For that special function is there, equal to STDEB and data range in bracket B2 to B13. Then we close the bracket, press enter key. Then next one is mean deviation. For mean deviation also one special function is there in Excel, and it is equal AVEDEB and in bracket the data range B2 to B13. We close the bracket and press enter key. Now next one is coefficient of mean deviation. No special function is there for this in Excel, so we have to use here the statistical formula, and it is CMD equals to MD by ST, where CMD equals to coefficient of mean deviation, MD is equals to mean deviation that has been found in B20, and ST means standard deviation that is found in mean deviation has been found in B19 and standard deviation has been found in B18. So to convert this statistical formula in Excel formula, we start with equal sign, and MD is to be divided by ST, so we write B20 B19 for mean deviation and slash for division, because slash is used for division in Excel, and SD is found in B18, so we write that B18, then we press enter key. In this way we have got the value of coefficient of mean deviation by statistical formula. Now next one is quartile. First quartile, for that special function is there equal to quartile, then in bracket data range B2 to B13, comma 1, because we are going to find the value of first quartile. Then for third quartile the special function is there equal to quartile, then data range in bracket B2 to B13, then comma, then we write 3 for third quartile. Now we have to find the value of quartile deviation, and there is no any special function for the same in Excel, so we will use the statistical function for the same, and the statistical formula is QD equals to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. Now we will convert it in Excel formula by starting it with equal sign, then we write in bracket Q3 minus Q1, because if in the same expression with multiplication or division, if addition or subtraction is there, then we have to show the expression of addition or subtraction in the bracket, and here subtraction and division both are there, so the expression showing subtraction Q3 minus Q1 will be put in the bracket, and Q3 is found in B22, so we write here B22 minus Q1. Q1 is found in B21, so we write there B21. We close the bracket, then put slash for division, and then we write 2 and press enter key. In this way we will get the value of quartile deviation by statistical formula. Now next one is 10th percentile, 90th percentile and 50th percentile. Special function is there for percentile. It is equal to percentile, then in bracket data range here B2 to B13, then comma, then the number of percentile divided by 100. Here 10 is to be divided by 100. So by dividing 10 by 100, we will get 0.1. So we write here 0.1 and press enter key. In this way, we got the value of P10. Next one is P90, that is 90th percentile. The function is equal to percentile in bracket data range B2 to B30, then comma, then as 90th percentile is to be found, so 90 will be divided by 100 and the division will be written here. 90 divided by 100 is 0.9, so we'll write here 0.9 and press enter key and we'll get the value of P90. For P50 we'll write here equal sign, percentile, data range B2 to B13, comma, and now 50 is to be divided by 100 and we'll get the division by dividing 0.5. By dividing 50 by 100 we get the division 0.5, so it is written here. Now we press enter key and we get the value of percentile, 50th percentile, P50. Now we find the value of skewness. Special function is there for skewness and it is SKEW and in bracket data range B2 to B13. Then we'll close the bracket and press enter key. In this way we got the value of skewness. But here we have to remember that the function used here for skewness is used on the special formula and it is this. Generally we do not use this formula theoretically in statistics to find the value of coefficient of skewness. Different four formulae are there in statistics to find the value of the same. Out of those, one is developed by Pauli, two were developed by Carl Pearson and one is developed by Kelly. We will find the values of skewness by all these formulae. All formula will give different values. Now, to find the value of coefficient of skewness by Pauli's method, we will use the statistical formula of the cell because no function is there for this formula in Excel. And in statistics, the formula is SKB, means skewness by Pauli's method. Coefficient of skewness by Pauli's method is equal to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m divided by Q3 minus Q1. Here addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, everything is there. So we'll put the expression showing addition and subtraction in bracket. First we have to add Q3 and Q1. So we write it in bracket Q3. Q3 is found in B21, B22. So we write here B22 plus Q1 is found in B21. So we write here B21. Then we close the bracket. Then minus sign. Then 2m is there, means 2 into m. So we write here 2 and for multiplication we put here an asterisk sign. Then for median, we write the cell address in which the median has been found. Median is found in B15, so we write there B15, 2 into B15. Then this entire expression we will put in another bracket. For that, after equal sign we start new bracket and close that bracket because we have to divide the result of this entire expression by Q3 minus Q1 and it is subtraction, and so we put here slash for division and then Q3 minus Q1 will be written in bracket. Q3 is found in B22, so we'll write here B22 minus Q1 is found in B21, so we'll write here B21. Then we close the bracket and press enter key. In this way, we'll got the value of coefficient of skewness by Pauli's method. Now next one is skewness by Creepy's method, that is based on Z, means based on mode, and for that no special function is there in Excel, so we will use statistical formula of the same. The statistical formula is Sk equals to Z minus X bar upon Sd, that is based on mode. Sk coefficient of skewness, Z is mode, mean is X bar, Sd standard deviation. So we will use the cell addresses of all these three measures. First of all, we convert this function, this formula in Excel formula. For that, we start with equal sign and we write z minus x into z minus mean, z minus x bar into bracket, in the bracket, and then we write the cell address of z, means the cell address in which the mode is found. Mode is found in B17 by statistical formula. So we write here B17 minus mean. Mean is found in B14. So we write there B14. Then we close the bracket, then put slash. Then for SD, cell address of the same is to be written, and SD is found in B18. So we write here B18. Then we press enter key and get the value of skewness by Carl Pearson's method, that is based on Z. Now another method, another formula is there for Carl Pearson to find the value of coefficient of skewness, that is based on median, and it is Sk equals to 3 in bracket m minus x bar upon Sd. We convert it in Excel formula. For that we'll start with equal sign, then we write 3, and for asterisk sign, for multiplication asterisk sign is put. Then in bracket we have to write m minus x bar, so start bracket, and m is found in B15. M is found in B15, so we write here B15, and from it we'll deduct mean. Mean is found in B14, so we write there B14. Then we close the bracket and slash for division, and SD is found in B18. So here we write B18 and we press enter key. Here in both the formula, by applying both the formula, we get the same value of coefficient of skewness by Kp's method. It will not happen every time. Here it happens because the Z we have used here is found by statistical formula. If Z will be found by statistical formula, and on the basis of that, if skewness will be found, then the result obtained by both the formula of Carl Pearson will be the same. Otherwise, it will be different. If mode is well defined in the data, then we don't have to use the statistical formula to find the value of mode. So, if the values of mode will not be equal, that were found by two different methods, two different formula of Carl Pearson, then we don't have to bother for that. Now, the skewness by Kelly's method. Kelly's method is based on percentiles, and for that also no any statistical, no any Excel function is there. So we have to use the statistical formula to find skewness by Kelly's method, and it is like this: J for skewness, K means J for coefficient of skewness, K means Kelly. Here this formula is given to find the value of coefficient of skewness by Kelly's method, that is based on percentiles P90, P10, P50. These all three percentiles will be used to find the value of coefficient of skewness by Kelly's method, and we have found the values of all these percentiles. So now to convert this formula in Excel formula, we will start with equal sign, and here multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, everything is there. So the numerator will be put in the bracket, and another bracket will be there for showing the expression of addition of P90 plus P10. So we write here P90 is found in B25, so we write here B25. Then P10 is to be added in that, and P10 is found in B24. So after putting the plus sign, we write there B24, then we close the bracket, then minus sign, then 2 into means 2 is to be multiplied by P50. So for multiplication we will put here an asterisk sign, and it is, then we will write P50. P50 is found in B26, so we write here B26. Now the result of this entire expression is to be divided by the subtraction of P90 and P10. So we will close the bracket now, and we push less. Then in another bracket we will write P90 minus P10. For that we will write B25, that is cell address of P90, minus B24, that is the cell address of P10. Now we press enter key. In this way we will get the coefficient of skewness. Now you can see the coefficient of skewness obtained by different methods will be found different. Now we find the value of kurtosis. A simple function is there in Excel for that. KURT, add in bracket data range B2 to B13. Then we close the bracket and press enter key. This function may give the result of kurtosis positive or negative, but generally in statistics we use the formula for kurtosis, that is based on QD and P90 and P10, but this function is both based on this formula. This function of Excel is based on this formula, that is not used by us theoretically. We have to remember this, that the result obtained for kurtosis by applying this function will be different than that of obtained by the statistical formula, that is based on QD and P90 and P10. If the Excel function is used to find the value of kurtosis, then kurtosis will be maybe negative or positive, but the formula that is used theoretically in statistics, that is based on QD and P90 and P10, will give only all the positive value of kurtosis, and the value obtained by using that formula will be always between 0 and 1. The formula used for it statistic is kurtosis equal to QD upon P90 minus P10. No function is there for this formula in Excel, so we'll convert it in Excel formula. For that we'll start with the equal sign, then QD. We have found the value of QD, it is in B23, so we'll write here B23, and it is to be divided by P90 minus P10, so we put here slash, and P90 and minus P10 will be put in bracket. P90 is found in B25, so we write here B25 minus, we have to deduct P10, and P10 is found here in B24. We write B24, then we close the bracket and press enter key. In this way we will get the value of kurtosis by statistical formula. Friends, in this way we have used different statistical formula in Excel. Hope you must have enjoyed and learned from this video. We will meet again in next video. Till then, stay safe, stay home.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your friends and colleagues. Also, write down the suggestions and feedbacks in the comment section, and press the subscribe button to get notifications about upcoming videos. Stay home, stay safe.